Hello and welcome to IABM TV. I'm delighted to be joined by Baskar Subramanian, co-founder and CEO of Amagi.
Hi.
Today we're going to have a chit chat about what's going on at Amagi. And I guess the first point of call is to talk about the unprecedented times that we're currently living in due to the global pandemic.
Wow.
From your perspective, Baskar, how is the entertainment and media industry grappling with the changes right now? And more importantly, what are your customers saying to you about it?
Yes, it's an absolutely unprecedented times for all of us. I think personally as well as professionally. It's been what we've seen fundamentally from an entertainment and industry standpoint. March was extremely hard. A lot of people were worried about the uncertainty that existed. But what we've seen dramatically is, I think it's an exemplary, what we've seen in our customers is the behavior has changed dramatically. And right now we've seen a lot of customers adapt to change so rapidly. And I was surprised that they actually moved up and then changed rapidly very fast. And in a couple of months, I think people have gotten into business continuity solutions in place, which I think has been absolutely a watershed moment as I see it from an entertainment industry standpoint. Our customers, because they've all moved to the cloud, the one statement they say is, thank God we are on the cloud, because it just kind of made their lives easier. The transition was pretty much smooth. There was no real business continuity issues at all. So essentially we could kind of coast through this crisis without having any challenges whatsoever for our customers. And that's been the big change that we've actually done.
Wow, that's really impressive. And I guess, Amagi in many ways has been a pioneer in cloud broadcast technologies. And I guess what you're saying is that the pandemic's accelerated that transition.
Absolutely. I think a couple of different trends that we saw. A lot of our customers obviously started adopting streaming television. We see a lot of the customers streaming TV because all of us at home started watching a lot of online video content. I think that drove the change in terms of streaming television. And a lot of our customers said, okay, we would like to be on streaming TV. And so we see a big trend towards transitioning that. And that's one big trend that we see. The second interesting thing that's happening is broadcasters, largely traditional broadcasters who are running their operations, either in physical on-prem locations, figured out that it's going to be a huge challenge. I think that I thought it would be an 18 to 24 month transition to the cloud, but I see a lot of them coming back saying, no, we want to do it immediately. And we see quite a bit of conversations related to moving traditional broadcast to the cloud. And I think that's a big change as far as I'm concerned. I think we're quite excited about the possibilities in front of us. And hopefully we're able to transition as many of these broadcasters to the cloud and make their businesses run successfully. I think that's our mission as a company, and we would continue to do that.
And I guess, as you say, because of the rise in streaming TV and the trend for direct to consumer, then the opportunities out there are pretty good at the moment for Amagi.
Absolutely. I think Amagi was one of the earliest pioneers in putting together the full stack streaming TV solution. And when I say full stack, starting from customer providing the content till really monetization and possibly even have consumer insights and analytics, we've kind of built an end-to-end value chain. It starts with ingest. We enable them to really plan their content from a linear standpoint. We enable them to schedule and create a broadcast-grade linear playout systems. We have VOD processing on top of it. We do the monetization. We do the analytics. We generate EPG for them. It's an end-to-end infrastructure that we're providing. I think being a one-stop shop, that's been exciting. We do hundreds of channels already for our customers, and we continue to see a large growth area in that perspective today.
That's great. And I guess with all of that experience that you've accumulated with all of those installations, for executives who are aligning their business strategies in response to the actual business climate right now, what would be your advice?
I think what's this particular crisis has taught us and all of us as an industry is we need to be ready for change. I think change is the only constant. I think that long adage is coming back to all of us. What I would recommend is agility in terms of your business process, in terms of how the behaviors of executives, decision-making processes. I think, as I told you, the entertainment industry has kind of responded very, very positively and very fast in that sense. And I think if I continue to look at it, I think agility is the name of the game here. And all technologies, processes, business decisions that we make, and we're able to align to the agility goal, I think that's where the biggest opportunity lies for all of us as media executives in the industry.
Sure. And I guess finally, just as we have you here and we have the opportunity to ask, what are Amagi's plans for the next couple of quarters?
I think it's been a busy time for us, and given the number of transitions for customers that we've been doing across the globe, and we continue to see the acceleration in terms of business process standpoint. So that's an important thing that we see. The second biggest change that we see from a customer standpoint, we are investing a large part of our R&D into transitioning live customers. A lot of live television content is moving to the cloud. It's a very extremely challenging environment because it's streaming low latency solution that you want for live, which is Amagi is building a complete infrastructure for that, including production, MCRs, PCRs. You're moving your studios completely to homes of remote locations. So an extremely different environment that we are actually building out. And I think this COVID has accelerated those changes. So we continue to invest on that. The second biggest investment is in streaming TV, where we see the whole need for audience measurements and consumer insights and analytics. Because we're reaching consumers directly, we have a lot more access to kind of put together a good analytic solutions for our customers to determine what content works and what sort of insights they can get from their advertising, and be able to handle the monetization and content planning better. These are the two big vectors that we're actually investing in the next 2-3 quarters.
Well, Baskar, it's been very interesting talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for this. Thank you.